First of all, thank you to everyone who's been getting around the videos. I've been very surprised by the amount of support I've had with it. And it's really good to hear that the message I'm trying to get across is being received well by a lot of people. I've tried my best to explain this study in an understandable way and still be somewhat entertaining. I'll leave a link in the description to either an abstract or a report, which goes into some more detail if you want to read it. And also you can head to my TikTok where I've done a video about this study as well. I've been uploading probably 3 videos a day right now on TikTok and it's going really well. So thanks to those that are getting around that as well. There's going to be a bit of time off from my usual day job, which takes up a lot of my time. So over the next 5 weeks, the videos are going to have a lot more in them. I'll have more time to go out and explore and do some more fun things. And hopefully we can get down south or up north in the next 2 weeks and go do something fun. Thanks for sticking it out with me through a bit of this middle ground and no man's land on the journey. I'm still having a lot of fun making these and it's a good time for me to practice my skills and get ready for the traveling we'll do in a few months. I hope you enjoy the concept I try and explain in this one and feel free to ask questions about it in the comments and do your own reading as well, because I'm sure there's much better explained versions of this on the internet. In the 1950s, a psychologist by the name of Solomon Asch conducted a series of experiments which are now taught to thousands each year. To begin the experiment, the subject entered the room with a group of strangers. Unknown to the subject, the other participants in the room were actually paid actors planted by the researchers. This is really hard to remember, so I think I'm just going to read it off my phone so I don't miss anything. The group would be shown one card with a line on it and a second card with a series of lines on it. Each person was asked to select the line on the second card that was the same length as the line on the first card. A very simple task. You can clearly tell that line C is the same length as the line on card 1. The experiment always began the same. First, there'd be some trials where everyone agreed on the correct line. After a few rounds, the participants were shown a test just as obvious, except the actors in the room would intentionally select an incorrect answer, like choosing option B in the example. All the actors would respond saying line B, even though it was obviously incorrect. The subject, who was unaware of the other participants being actors, would become bewildered and often flustered. Their agitation would grow as one person after another would answer the question with the same incorrect response. Soon, the subject would begin to doubt their own eyes, and eventually, when it was their turn to answer, they too answered with the incorrect solution. Asch ran this experiment many times, and he found that as the number of actors increased, giving the incorrect answer, so did the conformity of the subject. When there was just one other person in the room and they answered wrong, the participant assumed the person was just stupid and proceeded to answer correctly. With 2 others in the room, there was still little impact. But as the number of actors increased to 3, 4, and all the way to 8, the subject was more likely to second guess themselves. By the end of the experiment, nearly 75% of the subjects had agreed with the group answer even though they knew it was obviously incorrect. Whenever we aren't sure how to act, we look to the masses to guide our behaviour. As humans, we're hardwired to feel huge amounts of pressure when we don't move in the direction of the majority. That's why university continues to draw us in spite of its one-size-fits-all, cookie-cutter design. When everyone else around you is going to university, it's incredibly hard to resist and move away from the majority, even if you know that uni isn't right for you. You can override this conformity, but it takes work. Running against the grain is never going to be easy. But I think that living a life true to yourself is full of glory, and following the crowd is easy. I believe that everyone has a different journey that pays no respect to time. I think you have to begin your journey of finding purpose with just starting with what you already like. Some things may give you a feeling of a comforting illusion that your life has a sense of direction, while others may feel useless. Go find those who live and breathe the world that you can imagine yourself in. See how they live, what they do, and what their life looks like. And whether that's a life you desire. Don't like what you find? Keep searching. Exploring the way that different parts of this world make you feel will guide you to the thing which has purpose for you. It may come with little effort for some, like a student that's passionate about law, and they pursue this path directly through university. For some, it may feel like you knew exactly what you want to do, and then gradually, or all at once, you're somewhere in life that doesn't grab at you like you thought it used to. This idea of purpose is different for everyone. If you found yours, be grateful for every minute you get to spend with it. If you are without one, keep looking. You'll find out so much about yourself, perhaps infinitely more important than the illusion of meaning.